जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुंदरमाई की जय। नरसिंह भगवान की जय। पंच तत्व की जय। षड गोस्वामी की जय। गुरु परंपरा की जय। श्री भूपाल की श्री गुरुदेव ठाकुर हरि बोल। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिते नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So today we will be discussing from ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the last verse, that is verse number 34. So today Krishna will be revealing the secret, right? We have heard pure devotional service and everything last 7 and 8 chapters and confidential knowledge, but this is the most confidential knowledge. And 34 is the complete revelation. Let us recite the verse. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam Atmanam Matparayanaha. Krishna says in the translation, engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. See, there's a similar verse in the 18th chapter, 18.65. So here it says, Manmana Bhavat Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mam Eveshyasi Yuktvevam Atmanam Mat Parayana. And in 18.65, he says, Manmana Bhavat Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mam Eveshyasi Satyam Te Pratijane Priyosi Me. There also he says, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. And here he says, I promise you this because you are my dear, very dear friend. He's telling to Arjuna. So here he's promising also, right? So this is a wonderful verse. So this is the most confidential knowledge. See, through this verse, Krishna is revealed the method of attaining him in a very crystal clear manner, very clear. But many times, we complicate the method because we are not able to control our mind and keep asking for mercy of Krishna over and over again. If we don't follow the instructions of Krishna and his representatives, then no one else can save us. It is because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy that we are in touch with his books, which is enabling us to remember and connect to the Vedic life, which our ancestors followed. If not for Srila Prabhupada, we would be completely lost in sense gratificatory activities. See, even after taking up the process of bhakti, we should ensure that we simply don't pose ourselves as devotees. We should not be showy devotees, right? See, whether we are in association of devotees or not, in whatever circumstances the Lord has placed us, we should genuinely and sincerely follow the instructions of spiritual master and Krishna. See, scriptures say that there are 8,400,000 varieties of life, species of life. So how fortunate are we, to have this human birth now? How much more fortunate we are to be here, which in touch with Srila Prabhupada, his books, and by his grace, able to hear the instructions of Lord Krishna. So we should not commit the mistake of losing this rare, precious opportunity the Lord has given us. Krishna knows that it is our obstinate mind which is troubling us. So therefore, Krishna has given in the Bhagavad Gita that mind, if controlled, can be our best friend. And if uncontrolled, it can be our worst enemy. Krishna's instructions of thinking about him continuously is easy to follow if we make our mind best friend by controlling it. So Krishna's instruction is difficult to follow if we let our mind control us. And then it becomes our worst enemy. No doubt, mind will go here and there. We will find it difficult to concentrate on Krishna. But again, Krishna gives the solution to this problem.
Bhakto mat man mana
So Krishna has given
Tatto
As is,
Maham.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu's Mataji, please. See, Krishna has given answers to questions, no? So one person. So in Bhagavad Gita, it's 6.26, Krishna says, Yato yato nischalati manaschanchala mastiram tatastato niyamyaitat atmanyeva vasham vinayet. From what he says, from wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. So Krishna tells everything in Bhagavad Gita and leaves us to realize it through practice, abhyasa. If we practice, then we will be happy. Otherwise, we will be suffering. See, there is no other way. Our mind has got to be convinced that there is no other way. We have to follow what Krishna has told. Otherwise, suffer. So this is a very powerful statement. No? So what is the information knowledge Krishna has given? Just in this verse, he says we have to do only 4 things. First, engage, always thinking of me. Engage your mind, always thinking of me. 2, become my devotee. 3, offer obeisances to me. And 4, worship me. If you do these 4 things, by being completely absorbed in this way, surely you will come to me. So how to remember this verse? Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vishyachutvayam yatmanam. There is an acronym. A for apple, right? A and BOW, bow. Bow down, no? We are going down, right? So A, bow, if you remember this. A is for always engage your mind in thinking of me. B is become my devotee. O is offer obeisances to me. And W is worship me. I think you remember this, right? Then you can remember all. You have to just do these 4 things. Engage, always engage your mind in thinking of me. A. Then B, become my devotee. 3, offer obeisances to me. O. And fourth one, W, is worship me. So Krishna says, being completely absorbed in me by doing these 4 things, surely you will come to me. And in 18.65 also he says, see, the most confidential part of knowledge is that, in the purport, I was just reading from the purport of Prabhupada in 18.65, the most confidential part of knowledge is that one should become a pure devotee of Krishna and always think of him and act for him. He says one should not become an official meditator. Life should be, he said, life should be so molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. Very nice point. Our life should be organized, arranged in such a way that we'll always be having the chance to think of Krishna. One should always act in such a way that all his daily activities are in connection with Krishna. He should arrange his life in such a way that throughout the 24 hours, he cannot but think of Krishna. And the Lord's promise is that anyone who is in such pure consciousness will certainly return to the abode of Krishna, where he will be engaged in the association of Krishna face to face. So this most confidential part of knowledge is spoken to Arjuna. Why? Because he is a dear friend of Krishna. So Prabhupada says, everyone who follows the path of Arjuna can become a dear friend to Krishna and obtain the same perfection as Arjuna. So these words, they stress that one should concentrate his mind upon Krishna. Which Krishna? Very form with 2 hands carrying a flute, Shama Sundara form. The bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feathers in his head. Just visualize this, right? This form. So there are descriptions of Krishna found in Brahma Samhita and other literatures. So one should fix his mind on this original form of Godhead Krishna. And one should not even divert his attention. Prabhupada says one should not even divert his attention to other forms of the Lord. See, the Lord has multi forms as Vishnu, Narayana, Varaha, right? But the devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that was present before Arjuna. So concentration of the mind on the form of Krishna constitutes the most confidential part of knowledge. And this is disclosed to Arjuna because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna. So this is how we should understand. Otherwise, see, you can engage your mind in thinking of Krishna in a negative way also. Prabhupada gives an example. There are some who are demonic. They also think of Krishna, but enviously. Who? Just like Kamsa. He was also thinking of Krishna always, but he thought of Krishna as his enemy. He was always in anxiety, wondering when Krishna would come to kill him. And Prabhupada very clearly says this kind of thinking will not help us. One should be thinking of Krishna in devotional life. That is bhakti. So it is very easy to remember this verse. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame veshyasi yuktvavam atmanam mat parayanah. 4 things. Always think of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. A, bow. A, always think of me. B, become my devotee. O, offer obeisances to me. And W, worship me. If you do these 4 things, only these 4 things, nothing more, by automatically you'll be completely absorbed in Krishna. Surely, I promise you that you will come to me and you can see me face to face. That's what Krishna Prabhupada is saying. That is Krishna is telling. So stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I go from there. So we can. Today we got the revelation of hearing his Bhagavad Gita for so many days, right? Now came to the most confidential part in this. This is what we have to do. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. After a class, I mean, there is nothing to